Capricorns, welcome. We're going to be doing your Let's See Why spread. Get a feel for where you're at, why. It's going to be more past to future, going in this direction. This being a general reading, it's not going to resonate with everyone. However, if it does stick with you, but it is not for you, you may be the messenger yourself. So, you may be here to pass on a message that you hear. Let's see what's going on with my Capricorns. So, hopefully we're doing something good here. Right out the gate. Oh, right out the gate. Wow. I don't know if they want me to take these. They looked at me, but we're going to see. See what's going on with my Capricorns. I get a feel for the energy. So I read based more off of energy. The cards meaning are more of a trigger to me, to point me in the right direction as I tune into the energy and listen to my intuition and follow my abilities. This definitely feels like self. And the two cards that looked at me were, yeah. So this definitely feels like self. I believe you went through some form of awakening. You received some information in the past that's really pushing you to move forward and to heal and to nurture yourself, to become more grounded. It feels like you're learning how to speak up for yourself. You're learning how to take control in many aspects. I keep looking at this world. You're ending some cycles that's putting you in a position to truly manifest the things that you desire, and it's coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of sincerity. It's coming from a certain harmony in self that was only accomplished or will only be accomplished from the healing of self and the shift of perspective. This is a massive amount of healing here, though, a massive amount of self-nurturing and grounding, becoming more stable and reliable within yourself and everything else around you. You're changing the way that you move forward, but you're learning how to communicate what's happening with you and what direction you're going in. And it feels like, kind of like if you don't agree with that, you've already made these cuts to the people who are not, the right individuals to have by your side. And it feels like you've kind of learned to do better, to have better. You know, you have to surround yourself with better. And that's what you did, and it really feels like that information came to you from a higher source. And you've already come to this understanding. So what it feels like is that you're now changing this perspective that you've had in the past. And you're continuing to grow as you nurture yourself, as you take this time to heal. You're actually changing the way you operate, and you went all the way within to almost the beginning. It's like you're doing the work to pull yourself out of where you've always been. And it strongly feels mentally, but it's affecting every aspect of your life. It doesn't feel like the dark night of the soul, or like it's an experience that you're having a hard time with. So if you continue to go with the flow, you're going to bring yourself into this place where you're able to, I'm hearing, skyrocket to the positions in life you want to be in. And you're actively and consciously creating this shift, creating this forward movement, and you know why you're doing it to some degree. It's really a cut and dry story. I mean, you kind of know, what's up. And I'm hearing that you're asking the right questions during meditation. And what I hear is when you get your response, don't overanalyze it. Don't overanalyze the emotion you feel after the questions, the thoughts you think after a question, you know, the way you see things after a question, because it's meant to change. It's a continual shift in perspective. It's continual. And it feels like when you reach this point here, it's going to be like an aha moment. And you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt, what's really going on behind the scenes. And I really think that's what's giving you this power. You're tapping into your masculine and feminine energy, your self-love. You're tapping into this Kundalini energy. And you're bringing yourself out of I want to get a good feel for what you're really bringing yourself out of, because it strongly feels like you've already done so much work to bring yourself out of something. And so it's like, in a way, I feel like, be mindful of not overdoing it. Be mindful of the speed at which you're going. It feels like you feel like you're not moving fast enough, but you really are. You see this Knight of Swords here with this Queen of Pentacles? You're doing fine. It feels like you're just over analyzing things, and it's more of a cautionary. It's more of a warning not to feel like things aren't going the way you want, because it's really a contradiction. I'm feeling the energies I'm feeling is a contradiction. So I'm not really sure if you're having a push and pull type thing with yourself, or if it's just two different energies that's so strong. I'm reading for a collective, so like I said, there's a lot of people. So it could be that some of you are going back and forth within yourself, like I'm doing good, but I could be doing better. And it's, you don't want to over push yourself. You don't want to look at yourself like, I could be doing this better. I can be doing this better. You're doing it at a beautiful pace because you're getting all the keys. I'm hearing. It's like, yeah, you can move too fast that you miss stuff. You're moving at a beautiful pace where nothing is nothing is escaping your awareness. This is such a simple reading, so cut and dry. I kind of want to get more cards to kind of tell you something better than this, because it feels repetitive. Like I'm just telling you over and over, you're doing good. You're healing. You're nurturing yourself. You've gone through this. And see, that's what I'm not really pulling from it. Maybe you're really going through this for you to recognize your accomplishments, for you to recognize and have, you may be looking outside of yourself for someone to feel proud of you, but be proud of yourself. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be in any aspect of your life, it's like you're where you're supposed to be. And maybe you're going through this to understand that it's not a rat race. It's really not. It's like Source is trying to tell you, I haven't put you in positions to compete or feel like it's a competition in any way, shape, or form. I'm putting you in these positions because this is where you're meant to be right now. And if you could recognize that nothing is wrong. Of course, you have your daily life, um, odds, but it's really nothing that's not manageable. And it's like, if anything comes up that doesn't sit well with you, release it. Emotions is energy in motion. Allow your emotions to come and go. Don't grab a hold to anything because it's coming up to be purged. And I feel that so strongly in this Queen of Pentacles and the Star card. It feels so loving. It feels so nurturing. It feels so beautiful. It's an amazing energy. And I'm very happy that you guys are in this energy. This growth is happening regardless. I'm hearing this growth is happening regardless. You're being put in certain situations. You're being given certain thoughts and certain feelings. And hearing certain things for a reason. I'm hearing stay present. You're learning how to stay present. Not to be too far in the past, not to be too far in the future, because the future isn't here. It's not real yet because it hasn't happened yet. The past is gone and you don't get it back. So stay present or you're going to waste your time. This is this energy is, it's like so confident. It's like I'm losing my words in this reading. It's crazy. Because it seems like you've got your stuff together. You have it together. Which is interesting that I'm finding it hard to, and this, okay, I know why now. You're not expressing what you're going through. you're not telling people the depth of what you're going through. Now, I did say you're learning how to express yourself better, and you are, but that's in your everyday life. When it comes to the underlining things, the inner workings of your psyche, the inner workings of you, you're not really divulging what it is that's going on beneath the surface. You're wearing, you're holding your head high as you're moving forward. And that's exactly what it is. You're keeping this growth close to your heart. And it feels like the right thing to do, honestly. There will come a time when it's time for you to tell your story. Because everyone goes through something, especially major things, because we're students and teachers. We're learning to teach. We're learning lessons because we have the potential to teach great things. Stay the course. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it. And stay highly tuned with your intuition. Feel the energy in the things that you do. And I really feel like that will continue to help you stay on the right course. But with these cards here, you're moving applicably. You don't have any worries. Don't worry. You have no worries. Day-to-day stuff comes with life. Don't let it get you down, because it's not going to affect where you're going. You're ready. You're ready to hit that mountain peak and sail from there. I'm interested to see what your next reading is going to be, and I think this is all I have for you. Very cut and dry. You're doing good. And don't let anyone sway you. And that's a strong message for some of you, I feel. Don't let anyone sway you from the course you're on. Don't let anybody tell you you're doing something wrong or anything, because I'm hearing that's them being triggered by your growth. It's going to be some people triggered by your accomplishments, by your growth, by your confidence, by your self-assurance. You're golden. So don't let other people's false gold make you think yours is fake too, You have real gold in your hand. You have true gold. Hold on to it. You're expanding, you're growing. You're becoming better, you're becoming wiser. You're becoming more compassionate, more of a humanitarian. You're on the track, on the fast track, really. To peace. Being spiritually sound, being grounded, having all your stuff together. It feels so simple. This energy feels like, it's like going with the flow so well. So I'm going to end it there. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep meditating to make sure you're on the right course.